Okay, so we are live for another episode of the Prospect MMA podcast. Good evening to everyone. Today's episode is episode 498, and I'm gonna have with me Caitlyn Hatfield, who is gonna be competing very soon at the IMMAFs World Championships. She's in the chat now. Give me just a second to invite her to. There, sent you the invite, Caitlin. There you go.
Hey,
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad yourself.
Tired, very tired.
Yeah. I feel your pain, man. I feel your pain.
Yeah, just came home from training not so long ago, and then
Yeah.
shower, eating, walk the dogs, now it's the quiet time finally.
Yeah, the usual then, yeah.
That's it. Um, so thank you very much for joining us again, second time on the podcast.
Not a
Uh,
problem.
a lot has been happen or has happened since the last time I had you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you want to fill us in on what you've been up to since the last time?
Oh God, it's a lot. Um, so I went to the Worlds in January of last year. Missed out on a medal and came home very disappointed. Um, wasn't exactly the outing that I had expected, but
Yeah,
swings and waterfalls. You do what you can with what you've got. Um, Probably around August, September time, I moved back to England to start studying at university and to studying veterinary medicine and training full time. Um, I competed on the Scottish ABCC Invitational under 60 kilo
yeah.
against Caroline Plumley. What a woman! What a woman! I've taught her a couple of times now, and she's as hard as nails. She's probably the hardest competitor I've had recently. Um, had planned to do the IBGGF in Paris prior to knowing that Serbia was coming up in this month, but I
Yeah,
chose Serbia. And here we are, sort of tail end of the camp. Very different camp to what I'm used to, but very refreshing.
100%. So a lot of things you said there. So let me just try and break that down a little bit. So you moved away to England, yeah?
Yeah,
So where are you training right now?
I'm training out of Warrington submission grappling in Warrington, and
Warrington
then
Submission Grappling. Okay.
the occasional time I'll be in Wigan and Blackledge.
Right. Okay. And what are you studying again? What's the degree you're going for?
Veterinary medicine.
Veterinary medicine. Very good. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you like animals then?
Yeah, a lot more than I like people.
I
I
don't doubt
think that's
that.
very much true in both senses of I like to punch and kick in the face, but also like to
100%. Good stuff. Good stuff. How long do you have left on your degree, by the way?
2 years.
Okay. So not as long, hopefully, right?
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Um,
I get my
yeah.
exam results for the first semester, the first 2 semesters on the 7th. So I get them before I go away to Serbia. So fingers crossed, it's all good.
Uh,
If it's not, God help whoever I'm getting first.
so I can imagine it's quite hard you having to devote time to study and then time to train at the same time, right? It
Yeah,
must be.
because I don't
How
live
do you
on campus.
prioritize that?
I don't live on campus either, so like it's 5:30, 6 o'clock starts most mornings just to get to uni if I've got to be in for 9. So it can be a little bit difficult, but you do the best that you can. It's sort of hard, or it was hard to begin with, sort of trying to figure out where my training needs to be and
Hmm.
keeping up the level of training that I have been doing, because last year was quite a grappling heavy year for me once I came back
Yes.
from the IMMAFs. I wanted to try and stay as active as I could, so um, trying to implement the same sort of training while studying and having
Yeah.
to delegate time to that as well can be a little bit difficult, but we're getting there, we're getting there.
You're getting it done. That's it. That's
Yeah,
what's important. Good stuff.
yeah.
I was going to ask, it seems to be way easier for you in your weight class to find matches in grappling, right, than it is to find matches
Yeah,
in MMA, right?
to a degree. I'm a, I don't know if that's just me that's a bit of an obscurity to that, but I will fight anywhere under 65 kilos for grappling because, I'm not stupid enough to let myself break an arm or a leg. I'll just tap. It's not that deep.
Yep,
but
that's it.
but for MMA, I'm definitely not going up to bantamweight to get kicked in the head when I'm maybe weighing in at 50 kilos.
Yeah. No, I remember you making a post about giving away 10 kgs to your opponent.
Yeah,
I
quite a
think it was a
common
caged
occurrence.
grappling
Yeah,
competition, right? An invitational of some sort,
yeah,
which I can totally understand. Yeah, the pool seems to be very, very shallow, right? Especially in the atom weight division.
yeah,
I know that from another fighter that I had on the podcast, Haley Valentina.
yeah.
Yeah, she's also an atom weight, and it's like there's nobody to fight, and
I
it just
think
seems like
when
so
you
hard.
when you're this small or you choose to fight as small as I do, you just gotta take all the fights you can get outside of the bracket that you fight in, and sometimes it's a mixed bag of results. Sometimes, unfortunately, but experience is experience, and most time on the mat
Yeah,
is beneficial, regardless of whether it's win, lose, or draw.
yeah, 100%. And if you do get used to facing these bigger opponents than yourself, then whenever you get matched with somebody your size, it's going to be like walk in the park, right? Kind of.
Yeah. Well, that's
Hopefully.
the theory. That's the theory.
That's the theory, exactly. Now, the good thing about the IMAFs is that you are guaranteed an opponent, right,
Hmm.
for every day of the competition, which obviously makes half of the job of looking for matches and getting matched up, and like all that's out the window. All you got to do is show up, right, and make the
Yeah,
weight, and you're good.
definitely. I think for the atomweight bracket this year, it's probably one of the largest that they've had. Um, I think are we 11 or 12 athletes?
Nice.
So I'm guaranteed at least 3 fights, pending that, like, obviously I win to go forward into the next fight. So
Yeah. Um, is it in the worlds the same format as European ones? If you lose, you're out, or do you
yeah,
still get to fight against the
no,
loser
no.
from? No.
I think IMAFs can be a brutal way to sort of break yourself into having to weigh in every day, and
Yeah.
it's quite different to like domestic shows where like maybe in 6 weeks time you'll have another fight, but if you go to Abu Dhabi like I did in January last year and you get put out in the first round, well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sort of sucks, but you just got to make sure you win next time.
Yeah, of course. And tell me this time, did you have to go to the tryouts again, or did they just call you straight away, or how did that work out for you to
Yeah,
get on the team?
so I had been following the English MMA page for a while. I've got friends that were on the team and know a few of the fighters that were on the team already. So when I decided to sort of like apply for uni and I got in, my primary goal after that was making the English team to get away to fight again. Because
Right.
in as Haley probably feels the same as I do, it's hard to get atomweight fights. So going to competitions like this where we're all sort of put in the same place, so you know exactly who is from what country. And if I need a fight somewhere, I can go, right, there's one in Romania, there's one in India, and there's this one and this one and this one.
Just keep the list.
Yeah.
Assume
So
that none of them gain weight over time. Just get in touch with all of them.
yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
So I've been following the English page for a while, and they put up a registration thing. So I applied for that
Right.
and then went to a training session in the UFC Centre in Nottingham,
Nice.
and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
How's the
Yeah.
facilities?
Oh, brilliant. Yeah,
Yeah.
brilliant. Hmm. If
Awesome.
you can get
Awesome.
down that direction, or if you're ever that way, I would recommend a visit. It's good. I enjoyed it.
100%. Um, Now, am I right to say you have represented Team Ireland before, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
So in
is
January
there
last
any
year,
issue in transitioning
um,
countries?
not that I'm aware of. I have heritage in England and Ireland and
Yeah.
Scotland. and I could choose to fight wherever in that respect. But it would initially, Liam Griffin had messaged me to say that Serbia was coming up, and did I want to represent Ireland, but feasibly traveling back and forth while at uni and stuff just didn't make sense to me. And obviously the cost of living crisis at the minute as well.
Oh yes.
So
you don't have to tell me.
Yeah, no, I think we're all feeling it at the minute.
Yeah, 100%. But yeah, okay, no, that's cool. I didn't quite know how that worked out. If an athlete had represented the country before and then representing a different one, but the UK and Ireland is kind of, it's 4 countries in the UK, and then there's Ireland as well. So yeah.
I know it's hard to know sometimes what way the paperwork lies, but I put faith in Paul and the guys that are sort of in the admin stuff, and it's all good. So I got the
yeah.
So it's all good now.
No, I just had to ask because it's different, right? So for example, if it's in football, they actually have the individual countries competing, right? So it's like England and Wales and Scotland and whatnot. But if it's, I think, the Olympics, then it's United Kingdom, right? So then it's all together. So I didn't know if here, like how they do it and stuff. But yeah, as long as you get to fight, I guess that's the main thing, right?
Yeah, just give me a flag and I'll wave it if I have to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just get to fight. Which brings me to the next topic. So I remember you put out a post of the fundraising, right? Which there's a link on your bio, by the way, for anybody watching that right now. If you guys can spare a few pounds, the whole purpose of this, it's obviously to raise enough funds to get Caitlyn to fly over to Serbia, right? Serbia, yeah. Which obviously costs a lot of money. This is not funded, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
As the sport is not yet recognized by the nice governments that we have here.
All that thereof.
Yeah, this government that seems to have their priorities right. Yeah. So in other words, it's all self-funded. So if you guys can spare a few pounds, there's a let me see if that focus. Anyway, there you go. There's a GoFundMe on there.
Yeah.
Just click on there and that will take you. There's still a long way to go. There's 160 out of 1,000, which is the goal. So any help would be much appreciated. Hopefully you get enough funding and you smash your goal. You don't have many days though, right?
No, I leave Friday next week.
Friday next week, so we have 8 days, 7, 8 days, yeah. So start posting that on the stories every day.
Yeah.
Tag everybody, get everybody to share every single day. See if we can smash all that together and get you there. What else was I going to ask? So obviously you said there's about 12 competitors, right? So that gives you 3 fights. So all you got to do is win 2 matches to medal at least, right?
Yeah.
2 matches will give you guaranteed medal. Wow. Yeah. Okay. That's a good mission. That's a good mission. Yeah. Are you happy?
Yeah.
Excited?
Yeah. Excited. I think a lot has changed this time, my preparation. So I'm excited for people to see maybe a different side of not just, there's Caitlyn, she just grapples. Like, yeah. we know it's tried and tested, but maybe we'll see something different this time.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with a specialist anyway. In my opinion, I still love to see the striker versus grappler kind of style of matchup, So if you can take everybody down to the ground and tap them out and they can stop you, then, all better to you, So definitely looking forward to seeing that happening. What other plans do you have for this year? So after you come back from the IMMAFs, regardless of whether you got gold, bronze, silver, whatever, what else do you have planned up?
I'm just trying to stay active at the minute, so I've nothing in mind, but I know the AJP tour is coming to Manchester, so I might jump in on that. I think it's the 25th of February, so I might jump in and do that because it's quite local for me. And then potentially, maybe, I don't know the dates yet, but an IBJJF event would be great, as I missed out for this because I was heavy in camp already. So
Yeah. Are you going to try and get to the Europeans? Hello? Yeah,
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
all good.
Are you going to try and get to the Europeans?
Yeah, thinking about it. Obviously, it depends on like cost of living crisis and
Again, yeah.
definitely
Reoccurring
seems
theme.
to be the recurring theme at the minute. But
100%, yeah.
just trying to stay as active as I can be. I'd like to top my medal haul for last year, which was, I don't know where they are, but yeah, there's quite a lot.
Sorry, what about any promotions, like local promotions for MMA fights? Are you in touch with like
Yeah, I've
FCCs
been
and all that,
with a
Kingdom
couple of
Combat?
people, but again, trying to find a match for somebody so little can be a bit time consuming or like it's not able to be done. So I live and pray, I live and hope that this year is the year I'll get a domestic fight.
Yes, yes, yes. Um, how much is the difference between atom weight and straw weight?
Atom weight is 47 kilos and straw weight is 52, so about 5 kilos.
5 kilos. Okay, yeah. And what you walk around without cutting anything? What you walk around as?
Um, 53 roughly. If I'm fed and watered,
Okay,
53.
so you could consider taking a straw weight without just cutting any weight and just take a.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, well, yeah, that's not so bad then. I mean, it gives you more options, right?
yeah.
Right? So now you have like two divisions to
Yeah,
kind of
I
play with.
competed at strawweight in Prague a few years ago for the IMMAFs, and it like I'm only 4'11". I'm getting teach from like half a mile away. It's just ridiculous. Why are the legs so long?
Yeah,
It's
no,
not fair. Like stepping in
yeah,
at a disadvantage already. I may as well
that's
drop down to atom weight to be like, oh, well, I don't know if you could say I'm average height for that weight bracket, but here we are.
well, if you get deep, grab that leg and then go single leg and take them down.
that's, that's theoretically that's how that works.
Yeah, theoretically, exactly. Yeah, that's what I've been taught at least. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the things. Yeah, if you get deep, grab the leg, single leg, take down. There you go. Take it to the ground. Do whatever you want. That's your
Yeah.
realm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once you're on the ground, that's all you then.
That's it.
All you for the win. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay, cool. So IMAFs first. So guys, get on the link. I'm gonna put your handle on the description anyway. So anybody go give her a follow, watching now or later. I'm gonna have to create a new YouTube and put this interview on there because I got my previous YouTube taken down.
No, no.
Don't be posting UFC finishes or knockouts or whatever because they don't like it. So yeah, I won't be doing that again.
No good, no good.
No, I'll stick to my original content of interviews. That's it, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'll do that on YouTube. It does allow me to put a link as well. So I'll be putting that there. And good luck. Good luck with the fight preparation, travel, the fundraising, everything. Hope all goes
Thank you very
well.
much.
And yeah, bring a medal home. That'll be cool.
Always, always.
Yeah, good stuff. Do you have any like shout outs you'd like to give to any of your, coaches, teammates, sponsors, even
Yeah,
anything
just
like that?
my only sponsor I have at the minute is Choke Kings. They've been great. They've kitted me out with a lot of training gear that's really, really nice. And I've been down with Tom doing a bit of training while my coach Robin has been away in America with the Daisy Fresh team. So I'm
Wow.
hoping he's got some cool pieces of knowledge to share when he gets back.
Cool.
And just the lads over in Blackledge as well. They've been keeping me so nice and sharp, and yeah, it's been great. Cheers, guys.
Feeling prepared. Prepared to smash. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Here, thank you so much for catching up once again.
No problem.
Like I said, best of luck with everything. And yeah, go get that medal. Go get that medal.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'll catch you
Okay.
later.
Have a good night. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye bye.
Bye.